They know for a fact that that's where they dropped him off at. So they know he's there. So there's no reason at all why he shouldn't be answering.
Right.
I think that Vernon's paranoia is something to be validated, though. That they know where he is located in the house. That they now know they can't get it through the slot. So they're doing other magical means. They clearly are watching. His paranoia is valid.
Oh no, this would be creepy as shit.
Right. It's a little much.
Stuff starts getting weird because at first, like right now, it's just in the regular mail, and then on Friday you get 12 letters that are like just shoved in weird places in the house, which is like really enthusiastic for a male person. Saturday, 24 letters are rolled up inside 24 eggs that are delivered by a very confused mailman into, like, their living room window. Which, yeah, again, I would not shove eggs into your window. I would leave them outside and be like, come get your effing eggs if you want them. Sorry your crazy husband nailed up your front and back door and you're all confined in there, but, like, call the police or come get your eggs. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to shove them through your window. But he does. And there's letters inside of them, which is magic.
Has to be.
Has to be. But then we come to Sunday. Sunday, Vernon, a little distressed, but he's happy because there's no post on Sundays.
No post on Sundays.
No damn letters.
They said he looks really burned out, too.
Yeah. But like that crazy kind of burned out. Like you hit that euphoria place.
Vernon also spends the day trying to figure out someone to blame, and he blames the postman and the mailman and the milkman, and then pulls out half of his mustache. I quoted that. That's not in the movie.
No, that is not. That would have been a quality scene. Ripping the hair out.
Because
that's the day 100 letters came. Right.
As he's like rejoicing about no damn letters coming.
In the chin.
They just come whizzing in the chimney.
And they're just flying around the room. Every which way.
And Harry
trying to
starts grabbing them out of the air. Instead of on the ground, like, you know, any smart person would.
Like
they always do that.
Like in the Chuck E. Cheese ticket thing. You don't go for him in the air.
No,
you collect from the ground.
You scoop, boy, scoop.
Right. Yeah. Don't flail. Like,
kids these days.
That's what I always did.
Oh.
So then Vernon's like, everybody, we're getting the fuck out in 5 minutes. I don't care. Let's go.
He's done.
He's done. They don't explain how he gets the door open in 5 minutes after he nailed it shut like that. But let's assume that he just, like a crazy person, wrenches it open. And they make it out to the car after he whacks Dudley about the head a couple times for trying to bring too much shit.
He wanted to bring his computer, his TV, his video game. Like, dude, come on. We're leaving right now. Mr. Dursley is ready to get out. And so Dudley's like, hold on, man, let me grab all my stuff. No.
Once again, pointing to the fact he's a self-absorbed little brat.
Oh, totally.
Only thinking about himself and what he wants.
But if I could bring, like, all my stuff with me on a road trip, I probably would, too.
I mean, yeah.
Like, I might try.
This is an emergency situation, though. Yeah. Emergency necessities only.
I'm just saying I'm an overpacker. I know this. I will admit this.
Jade's 10 minutes would turn into 45 real quick.
I mean, I can get ready quick, but I like to overpack, so probably, yeah.
And then they get to driving. This must be the most awkward car ride of all.
Yeah, because it doesn't say anybody says anything except Vernon saying, shake him off. Shake him off. Right. Gotta shake him off.
Nobody says shit the entire car ride. I kind of feel like Petunia and Dudley were looking at each other the whole time like, dude, I don't know what's going on. But we're all strapped in a car with Dad, who's completely lost it, and they have no control, and they're too afraid.
I
I'm not talking
imagine
to him. You
Harry
talk to him.
and Dudley in the back, like our kids would be, like, if Mom and Dad were in a fight and, like, fighting in the car or having that real awkward silence, or, like, you know that the parents are pissed at you, but you can't say something. Like, do you say something? Is it gonna make it worse? Like, what's gonna happen? You just gotta sit there real quiet.
Yeah, that was a real somber tint on this, though, because, like, it makes me feel real bad for the kids in the backseat.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
Because they drive for a long time, and then they get to the shitty hotel where
Yes.
where they sleep for the night, and then wake up and have stale cornflakes and tinned tomatoes on toast for breakfast.
I think I'd rather just have the toast. Keep your tomatoes. Give me the toast.
Just toast.
That's it.
And then there's 100 letters there, and they have to take off again because Vernon's like, nope.
Right, the employee of the hotel brings them to them and says, "There's one of you, Mr. H. Potter,
Room 17, Railworth
right.
Hotel, Cokeworth."
And the way he says, he's like, "Well, you've got like 100 of these. What am I supposed to do with all of this shit? Take it." And they refuse.
They don't want it.
They get back in the car. Vernon drives to the middle of a forest, a plowed field, halfway across a suspension bridge, and, like, to the top of a multi-story car park. And, like, get out. He looks around, decides, no good. Gets back in the car and drives again.
I'm sorry, it's funny. What was he looking for? What was it? So he goes to the big, tall car park, gets out, he's looking around. What's going through his head? Is he trying to see if somebody's following him? Is he just what? Is he just completely crazy?
I think he's just trying to get in his own head and think, where can I go that these letters won't be there? Where can I go to get away?
Right.
And trying to, like, collect what's left of his, like, unraveling mind at this point.
Yeah, I think he's getting out and looking around and going, can somebody get to me? Yeah. Nope. Better move.
Time to roll on. Yeah, I get that. Makes sense.
Because he's paranoid. Like you said, at this point, I don't like him. And when I'm reading, I don't feel bad for him. And I don't feel bad for him when I was a kid. Like, I never did. But, like...
It's quite comical.
Now thinking, like, it would be... He's paranoid, but not really. Because, yeah, this is, like, creepily specific stuff. He's just trying to keep... And we know he doesn't like Harry. He's not good to Harry. But he also says dangerous. Like, he thinks magic is dangerous. So there is a part of him trying to keep his family safe from the dangerous shit. And he's keeping Harry there's a weird, because he's keeping Harry with them, but he also hates Harry.
He's a part of the family, but he's like the lowest form
Right.
of family. Like, I will keep you alive, and that is all. But I will do that much for you.
And they are very adamant that he will not be a part of that world. He will not have that life. That is not the path that they want for him.
Right.
But they don't want anything good, like, they don't specifically want anything else for him either, at all. I guess that's it. They don't want that for him, but they don't want good for him either. They just
Right.
want him to exist quietly.
So, after all this driving, all this thinking and trying to figure out where to go, he finally manages to pick this place, which is basically a hut on a rock in the middle of the sea. And they have to take an old rowboat to get there. They are basically in the middle of buttfuck Egypt nowhere as you can possibly get. It's where we're at. That's where we are at.
That's some scary shit, too. Like, I've been on rough water. I know it's not huge, but the Muskegon River by Hardy Dam in a storm on my dad's old boat. And being out there in a storm is scary. Like, really scary. I would never make it as a sailor because fuck that. So, they're safe on land when they see the boat. And then they get on the boat to go into the sea during the storm.
Oh, yes, it is storming.
Don't you think that Petunia would have been like, whoa, bro?
She hardcore stands by her man. She does not question that shit.
I mean, I get it, being loyal and all, but like, dude, he's going too far at that point. No, we're not going on a rock.
I will say she does try to question him a couple times during the last couple, during all of this. She tries to be like, what's going on? Where are we going?
I do.
What's that long, skinny package you got there, bud? And he just flat out ignores her. So, like, she does try a little bit. She just doesn't push hard or do anything about it. She's just like,
She probably knows he's pretty set in his ways, and he's not going to change his mind at this point. So she doesn't try very hard.
I think it's scary at this point. They keep mentioning that he's like...
He's gone mad.
Yeah. Okay! So yeah, he's got rations, he's got the long skinny package, and they all get to the hut on the rock in the middle of the sea.
In the movie, it's a lighthouse.
It is a lighthouse in the movie.
They fancied it up. They fancied it up a little bit.
And I mean, when I picture it in the book, it's like you said, a hut. Like it's just this old leaky piece of crap.
Shack.
Probably holes through the roof. they're just crammed in there, and like it's freaky. It's not like a getaway cottage even. It sounds like it's just a really terrible place to be, but it's out away from everywhere,
right.
And that's why they're there.
He tries to start a fire with the wrappers from their potato chips, and it doesn't work, so they all go to bed with their moldy blankets. Dudley gets a bed made up on the crappy little sofa. Harry has to sleep on the ground with the crappiest blanket. Storm keeps getting worse. Harry's birthday is at midnight. So Harry's just sitting there watching the minutes tick by on Dudley's watch.
It's a really sad moment. He thinks that he's the only one that is even remembering that it's his birthday. And this is where he has to be for his birthday.
And as he's laying there, he keeps hearing like weird noises outside, which is strange, because there is a storm going on. He mentions that, but he's also hearing other noises outside. Harry's counting down the seconds until midnight, because his birthday is coming. He's going to be 11, and you're not 11 every day, even if nobody else cares. He does. So he's laying there, uncomfortable, hungry, cold, and just...
thinking he's the only one that remembers that it's his birthday.
Right. Listening to the storm outside. I can't imagine. I know what it feels like to not be comfortable and just be sitting there like, oh my god, I want this, just counting the minutes, watching them go by on somebody else's clock.
What I like about it is he manages to find the very tiny silver lining that exists for him in that moment, because it's his birthday, and that's like the only thing he has to hang on to. Like, hey, it's my birthday. This fucking blows. I don't want to be here. This is awful. And he's got lots of questions about the letters that he hasn't had answered, and it's the only thing he's got. And he's like, well, at least it's my birthday. Hey, go me for a second.
And he does have the thought that the house might be filled with letters when I get home, so maybe I'll be able to snatch one of those up. That would be cool.
Right, they'd be piling up, and he could get one.
Yeah.
He only needs one.
I still can't believe he didn't get one all this time, but whatever. So then, the seconds count down, and he keeps hearing noises outside. Ticks closer and closer to midnight, and as midnight strikes, boom, someone's knocking to come in.
And that's it. That's where we end. That is chapter 3.
Yeah, it just a complete cliff.